Hi, my name is James. I'm your instructor for our healthcare management class. I want to bring a couple of points to your attention. Please go to D2L for our course and choose the course content page. On there you'll see three rubrics. One for the weekly case studies, another one for the video analysis, for the weekly videos that you're doing, and the last one is for the final project. Please use those as a tool to help you produce your best product, because that's the objective standard that I'm using to determine your grade and grade you. And I'll give you an example. I'm looking at weekly cases, and I'll just pick one off the top of my head: grammar and mechanics. If you'll go all the way to the left, unacceptable, you'll see spelling, punctuation, and grammatical errors create distraction, making reading difficult. Run-ons evident. Errors are frequent. I've seen a couple of papers like that. If you go all the way to the right, you'll see exceeds expectations. Essay is free of distracting spelling, punctuation, etc., etc. So make sure that you write your papers according to this rubric. Also, one really good piece of advice is always show your paper to someone before you submit it. That's a real simple one, but sometimes we get too busy and we write the paper too late, or may think we don't have anybody to look at it for us. But ask a friend or a loved one to take a look at your paper. Maybe they could find something that you may have glossed over. Because I'll let you know, this is a graduate level class, and the writing level is much higher than it is for undergraduate. And I know this isn't you're not pursuing a doctorate here, but I really I really believe in every student, and I believe in your abilities of writing. And I think what happens a lot of times is, as students get in a hurry, and there's a lot of family obligations and professional responsibilities that compete for your attention, and they're competing demands. So I want to encourage you to put your best writing products forward, and one of the ways you can do that is to use these rubrics, and that's how I'm going to be grading you. Secondly, you also notice on there talks about APA format on there. Every single one of these rubrics has format. For example, on the weekly cases under format, I'm looking at exceeds expectations. It says it meets all format and assignment requirements and evidences attention to detail. All margins, spacing, and indentations are correct. Essay is neat and correctly assembled with professional look. Error-free, following APA documentation style. There's been a couple of papers that I've received that didn't adhere to that at all, and just letting you know. You know what? I'm pretty liberal, but on APA, I'm not so much. What I want you to do is use those examples. There's some samples rather on the course content page of an APA cover page, and a reference page, and a sample APA paper. Those are your standards. Those are some of the models that you need to be looking at on how to use APA. And there's a website. So on a reference page, for example, if you still haven't got that down, it's kind of like a head scratcher to you, as it was for me for a while. There's a website called, I think it's APA citation machine, .net, and it's very helpful. You go on there and you enter in the pertinent information: book title, author, or journal title, author, video title, producer, all that, and it just produces it. Like, you put all that information in, you hit enter, and it just makes the perfect APA citation format for your reference page. And it also shows you what you should be putting in the text. Like when you say something like, according to Liebler and McConnell, 2012, they say management is important. It just shows you exactly how to cite. It's really helpful. And Purdue OWL is another website. I don't know the domain name, in the web address, but Purdue OWL, Purdue University, OWL, they are the benchmark for simplifying how to write using APA methods. Now, you may think this video is long and drawn out about this content, but I assure you it's very important, and it's important to me, and I encourage you to consider it important as well. Let's see. I think that's it. I just wanted to go over those items, the rubrics on the course content page, and the APA documentation and citation methods. Be sure to check out the APA citationmachine.net website, I think it's called, and Purdue OWL. I'm very pleased overall with what you are submitting as your writing products. You're smart students. I want you to keep pushing forward. I'm glad that you got a couple of extra weeks to work on this class. It's a really good it's awesome content. It's very important considering what's going on in America right now. Without getting into the political side of this, health care management is really an area that's being rewritten. If you think about it, the Obamacare has introduced the Congress has, with the new legislation, has introduced legislation that is affecting every American. So healthcare management is touching every single American. That's over 300 million people in the United States. And so this is a very pertinent issue. Whether we work in administration, or we work in sales and marketing in a university, or for the federal government, or some company, corporation, this is information that is very pertinent for us to know. So you're learning content that is pertinent and will help you. I look forward to getting your papers and for us to communicating further. You may have received a couple of Google Hangout requests from me. I apologize if that was confusing. I really didn't know what I was doing there. I was trying to create a video using Google Hangouts, but I didn't do a very good job. So I just created one using my iPad here. So God bless you. Lord be with you for the remainder of this course. I look forward to working with you all. Bye.